Okay, so we'll get the next shot of the mountains.
The mountains in the distance are the White Mountains in New Hampshire. They're about an hour and 15 drive from here, and a really beautiful day trip. This is the Hamlin Memorial Library and Museum. It was originally the jailhouse for Oxford County. It was built in 1822. The X bars on that rock there on the wall are where a prisoner tried to escape at one point in its history. The story is that the first prisoner got through the hole, the second prisoner was too fat, got stuck there, and was rearrested. We love that story, and we think it's true.
Doesn't matter if it is or not.
That's right, it's a great story. But it seems to have some documentation. It's now used as a library and museum. The proceeds from Founders Day go to support the museum and its staff. And it's also a nice little lending library. In the fall, right before it closes, people on the Hill are encouraged to take out as many books as they want to read over the winter and bring them back in the spring. This was, of course, the Oxford County seat back before the railroad went through South Paris, and they moved it down there. So these buildings were actually all municipal buildings. This was the Registry of Deeds. It's brick, and it's alleged to be fireproof. It's now a private residence of a family that lives in Michigan in the wintertime, and they come here and live here in the summertime. This was the jailer's house. This is also a summer residence. I believe the people who own this, I believe they are from New York most of the year, but they come up in the summertime. Many of these people you would meet at Sandy Shore, which is a private swim club on Norway Lake for Paris Hill residents. The front of the registry. That was the Oxford County Courthouse. Back when this was the county seat. It's now a summer residence as well. There is an old foundation to its left. I don't know exactly what kind of a building stood there, but there is an old stone foundation right to its left in that grove of trees. I don't know what the history of that one is right there. I really don't. It's got a beautiful federal fan on it, but I actually don't even know who owns it. It's always been a summer residence too, and they're not here very often. These houses right along here, I don't know a lot of the history about them. The one in the distance, there's one in the distance with a cupola on it, or not a cupola, but almost a widow's walk. That was at one time sort of a retreat and wellness center resort in the 19th century. So that was actually a hotel. And right next to it is the little law office of Albion K. Paris, who was also a prominent politician in the state of Maine in the 19th century. I'm not sure what the history of this house is either. This is another, beautiful antique home on a hill. The owner of this house has recently passed away, so we don't know whether this one... She was only here in the summertime also. We don't know exactly what the next step is with this one.
Doing it the...
That's a great house.
It is.
Look at the oval window on that, and probably on a stairwell.
Oh yeah.
That house belongs to Cynthia and Bill Burmeister, who are a retired couple. They are here year-round.